All right, we're having a Kids' Choice breakfast. We have Yo Crunches. Not super healthy, but the kids love them. And Halloween homemade pancakes with some powdered sugar. Polly's already eating, so these are for the boys. Here comes spooky slime.
Who wants to open eyes?
Open your eyes.
And it's so...
This is so satisfying.
Yeah.
Hello friends, and welcome to Tuesday. We are in Vlogmas, not yet, Vlogtober week 4. And yes, it is Tuesday. I know I mentioned last week that I was going to be working on the closets on Sunday. I did have every intention of doing that Sunday, but something came up that was more important. And so I did that instead. And so we're still behind on that, but that's okay. How are you behind on something that you don't actually need to do? You just want to do, you know? I have already done the morning clean of the kitchen. Now it is the afternoon. I just had a brunch type of meal. I put the chicken in the crock pot and I prepped the chicken for tomorrow's dinner. So that is done. And tomorrow me will be so proud of myself. And later me will be so proud of myself because, but I'm gonna clean up the afternoon mess that is the kitchen. I have been working, so I don't know. We'll see what we actually accomplish because it is almost like we're only like 2 hours away from the kids getting home. So like I said, I've already cleaned and I already have a half-filled sink. Oh, this is what it's like when you cook every meal in your house. It's just constant dishes, you know? All right, and then for dinner, we're doing a lemon pepper, turmeric, butter chicken with onions. And then I'm going to do white rice and I think I'm gonna do broccoli, but we'll see. And then as I mentioned, I prepped dinner for tomorrow, which is a soy butter honey chicken. And then I'm going to do peppers and white rice with that for tomorrow. So, or I might do the peppers tonight and then do I think I have a blend in the freezer for like an Asian medley blend. Anyways, okay, that's for the next 2 nights for dinner. I can't remember if I've even introduced you guys to Mellowskello. I'm sure in other vlogs past you've met him, but this is Mellowskello. And he doesn't have a head because Polly's using his head for her pumpkin project. But he did all this last night. And so he does some tricks and treats sometimes. And look, he added eyes. He's crazy. But we worked on Polly's pumpkin project last night, but she's doing her pumpkin on this book, The Skeleton in the Closet, which is one of our favorites. We've had this since, when did we get this one? It was, oh, here it is, 2019. So, super cute. And then in Boy Scouts last night, Nash had to do a presentation about himself and draw a visual representation, and he used the idea from Archie's class last year where they did half their face, they drew half their face, and then the other half was inside of their head, and he focused on extracurriculars, which was really cute. So it was really cutie. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I am so tired. I don't even know why, I just am. I feel like every day I'm tired. It's like, oh, it's rough, but. Okay, so yesterday I touched base with you guys in between, you know, the morning to afternoon. This week's a little bit chiller with sports. Like last week we had a softball game both Tuesday, Thursday, and then we had a baseball game Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So this week we've only had some practices and then we have baseball games, but it's not been as many as last week. And then, so I've been able to like, okay, you know, I don't have to like quickly do all my work and then be available and then work until really late. Last night I was actually able to stop working around 10, which was, haven't been able to do that in about 2 weeks. If you work from home and you know, I think anybody that works from home understands the grind. You know, it's like you either wake up really early and get started or you're up really late. And I can't wake up really early and get started because my work that I have to do for the day isn't available yet. So it doesn't help me to wake up early and do it, so I just stay up late because it's 8 hours of work, and in order to get 8 hours of work in, I have to compartmentalize the time. It's a marathon, you know, and some days it's a sprint, but I'm gonna drink my coffee and then I will catch back up with you guys when probably after I get Nash off to school. And yeah, see you then. And for a brunch, I made a blueberry protein smoothie. Oh my gosh, guys. So today has been one of those days where I've just done so much and I just didn't capture any of it. Because I was just so like in the thick of it that I was just like, I've got to get this stuff done. And with these like Vlogtobers or Vlogmases, like whenever I'm doing these, I always forget to do like the monotonous, like film those kind of things. So I'm sorry, but I have been working. I did my morning chores as always. And then I did some laundry. I'm about to fold another load. And then I put away all my laundry and I deep cleaned the bathrooms and I cleaned up my room. And I think that was it. I also did a little light clean of the fridge, like cleaned it out. We are low on groceries. So we will be doing a grocery order, or I'll go to the grocery store tomorrow because we are very low. So we definitely will have a haul in this one. If you'll notice, my last haul was in week 2, and that's because we usually do a bi-weekly grocery haul. There will be like little hauls, like Sean went to the Costco yesterday, but it's like he got, you know, random things that aren't really worthy of like a haul. It's like milk and I don't remember even what else he got. I think milk and protein, stuff like that. So nothing fun. But tonight I prepped that chicken I showed you yesterday. So tonight we're gonna I was going to do it on the grill outside, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the grill. I think I'm gonna have to do it all in the kitchen. So we'll see. I don't know. Sean has meetings until like 5 and we have to leave the house at 5. So I don't think we will be doing the outdoor cooking. Sorry. I'm just like fluidly thinking right now and talking at my phone. But the boys and Polly and Sean should be home any minute because they had school, and then Polly had some tutoring, and Archie needed to make up some work, so he's doing that. And then hopefully they're gonna make it in time for Sean to have his meeting, because he has a meeting at 3:30. And so I'll keep the kids occupied while he's on his meetings until 5. And we'll probably just have some quiet time, do some homework, all that kind of stuff. But just one of those days. And I went to go try to find a pumpkin for Polly for her pumpkin project, and realized that the ones that they had left, like the stem didn't hold Meloskella's head. And she wants to make, it's supposed to be a character from your favorite book, and she's doing the skeleton in the closet. But we had these pumpkins from years past that they've decorated at our pumpkin parties, and I'm like, let's just use these. So I'm gonna let her choose from one of those, and then she can repaint it and decorate it. And then I need to go to Dollar Tree tomorrow and get like skeleton arms and legs, or we might just make them out of construction paper. I don't know. But literally these pumpkins are the best size and everything for what she needs. So we're just gonna use with what we have. She needs to do that when she gets home, and yes, then we'll go into baseball. I also went through some shoes in the boys' closet, and I got about 3 or 4 pairs of shoes to go to Nash's Boy Scouts are doing a shoe drive. So I'm gonna clean those up, and then he'll donate those next week. And then as always, I know I've mentioned this in the past, but one of the things I do that I have multiple kids and extracurriculars every single day, I always lay out the items that are necessary for that evening. Otherwise, we will be searching for it frantically, and there's not enough time in the day. So I make sure when we get home from baseball, all the stuff goes right into the wash, so it's ready for the next baseball thing. And so I have Nash's, and then I have Archie's here. So, and I'm gonna quickly do this load of laundry. I'm trying to stay on top of the laundry this week, y'all, because it is Wednesday, and this is the only load of laundry that I have to fold and put away. Everything else is put away. I would love if you would leave me in the comments what your laundry routine is. We have 5 people in this house, and with just like towels and all of the sports and everything, I feel like I get very overwhelmed by laundry. It's one of those homemaking tasks that kind of get away from me if I'm not on top of it every single day. I do clean a load a day, sometimes 2, but it's the folding for me. I have a very hard time finding the time to sit down and fold every single day. So typically I'll fold like on Thursdays and Sundays, and then that way everybody has stuff to put away. But yeah, let me know in the comments. And just as mentioned, we're having a little bit of quiet time while I wrap up some tasks that need to get done before the second shift or 5th shift of the day, which are all of the sports and extracurriculars. Then we had homemade teriyaki chicken, homemade fried rice, and broccoli. Our tomatoes are coming in. You can see them.
Oh, you grabbed the keys?
Yeah. And then we were off to baseball, and Archie got to actually play on Nash's team for 2 nights this week. So it's super fun. guys, this is a huge haul. We have not gone grocery shopping in 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, and we were out of everything. The last big haul we did was a month ago. So we've gotten a couple little things here and there, but we needed a lot. All right, guys, so I already put away the ice creams. I got some ice cream sandwiches and some Neapolitan ice cream. Those are in the freezer because they were melting. But I got a Walmart delivery. The total for this delivery was $240. And let's go through what we got. All right, so we'll start over here. We've got some avocados, some gala apples, some yellow potatoes, some kale greens, 4 onions. Then we got some Roma tomatoes and 2 bags of shredded iceberg lettuce, a bag of mozzarella, 2 things of this pizza buddy. I've never tried this kind, but looked good. I'm gonna have the kids make their own pizzas. Then we have 2 loaves of this Nature Zone thick sliced white. I figured this will be good for French toast and sandwiches. We got 2 things of brown gravy, some ranch seasoning, some cooked sticky white rice, 2 cans of chickpeas, 2 cans of sliced black olives for that pizza night. Then we have pitted Kalamata olives. We have restaurant style salsa, some teriyaki, some traditional marinara for the pizzas, onion soup mix, heavy whipping cream, sliced mozzarella, feta cheese, some salted butter because I have unsalted already, 2 cans of pumpkin, 2 things of chicken broth, and a thing of beef broth. Then we have 2 pounds of lean ground meat and some Italian sausage, 2 bags of long grain wild rice, 3 boxes of orzo pasta. Then we have a whole thing of 18 eggs. I'm gonna try some tofu. I love ordering tofu out, and so I was gonna try a tofu meal. I don't know. If you have any tofu tips, leave them below. I was thinking about like a lunch. I could do like the sticky rice with avocado and that teriyaki. So we'll see. Low-fat yogurt tubes. Kids love those. We got some sliced mild cheddar, sliced Munster, and then some ultra thin of the turkey breast and honey ham. I don't love this kind, but the kids like it on their sandwiches. But I'll probably go to Publix and get some fresh sliced. It's just good in a pinch to have that kind. Then I got some hard salami, a big thing of Yo Crunch. My kids absolutely love this, so they'll be very excited. Some La Croix, some Pringles for school snacks, Sun Chips for school snacks and lunches. We got some candy because we're doing a trick-or-treat thing tomorrow at our pop-up shop. Homestyle ranch, some buttermilk pancake mix, all-purpose flour, minced garlic, some peppers, 2 things of bacon, a thing of chocolatey chip Eggos, some original French toast sticks, some semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 2 things of egg noodles. So all of that plus the ice cream and the ice cream sandwiches totaled to $240. And if you're wondering what I'm going to be cooking with this, I have a couple options for dinners. We have a pizza night. We are going to do a ranch chicken night. I have chicken frozen in the freezer, so gonna make like a ranch chicken night with the wild rice, and I also have broccoli, green beans, and corn already, so we'll use one of those. The other thing I was gonna do is tacos. I already have these soft shells, and we got the ground beef, all that, so we'll do that. I'm gonna make some zuppa toscana one night, and what was the other thing? Oh, I'm gonna try that tofu thing that I was mentioning, but for the fam, I will probably make them some chicken teriyaki to go with that Asian night, and I'm also going to make some chicken Alfredo. So those are the options. There's also a lot of other things that I can make with these kind of ingredients. So I'm hoping that these get me through at least for 2 weeks. And I made some homemade zuppa toscana to scarf down before we were leaving for Polly's little cheer event. She had a cheer camp and then they got to perform at the football game. Hello friends, and welcome to Friday. Oh, the sun was blaring there. We have a busy morning. And the two littles off to school. Nash is waiting. He's gonna go in not late, but later than he usually does. I have to go into school to do morning centers with my daughter's class. So I go in every Friday, well, every other Friday. But in October, well, these next 2 Fridays I'll be there. Anywho, I'm going to finish my coffee, brush my teeth, and then head off to do that. I obviously won't film anything in there. I don't like to film at the kids' school, but I'll share with you guys what we're up to later. All right, I just left the kids' school. I went and volunteered in Polly's class, which was so cute. They did a reader's theater, which was really cutie. But now I'm gonna run into Bell's Outlet, see what they have for fall. All right, let's do a little haul. But first, I got a little Friday treat. I did not have any breakfast out this week. Last week I ate out way too much for breakfast because I was surprising my friend a couple days. She had had a surgery, it's. So I hadn't gotten anything this week. So this week we got Dunkin'. It was very exciting. I also had some points, so yeah. I also went to Bell's Outlet. I needed to get hair care things, and then I needed to get a Halloween tablecloth because I wanted one. I also needed to get hair care, and I love to go to Bell's Outlet for hair care because you can get name brand stuff for half, if not more than half the price. So I got some BioSilk for my hair, and I need to wash it today. I'm on hair wash day. I also got some of this. I've never tried this one, but I really like the L'Oreal brand for facial things. The one that I've been using I haven't really loved. So I'm hoping that I like this one because I cannot find the one I liked before. And then I got some dry shampoo that has texture. So got those. And then I also got some Christmas presents. So I don't think Polly will watch this, but Polly, if you're watching, don't watch, okay? So I got her, she really has been wanting a light up mirror, and I found this one for $7.79, and I actually had a 10% off coupon, so this was free. So I got her this. I get presents for my mom to give to Polly as well. So I think I'll do this with maybe some hair stuff or makeup from my mom. And then I got a new, very exciting shower liner. I normally like to use a fabric one, but I needed one and they had that. I got this tablecloth. I didn't even look at the size. Is it right? Yeah, it's right. Okay, I'm like, wait. And it was on sale for $9.74. And then this was the best find. I got these silky, wonderful, like so soft for Polly for Christmas. So we're gonna use these for her Christmas jammies. And they were only $14.99. Yeah. So I was very excited to find that. And then the boys, I wanted to either do, I think I'm gonna do a green button up. So I've just got to find a green button up for them. But I just thought that was so cute. So that'll go in her Christmas Eve box. But I think that was it. Yep, that's it. So I spent $769.80 on all of that, which is pretty darn good. All right, and then we rounded out our Friday night with a baseball game, and Polly also had a softball game. And then we did a trunk or treat event, which was really fun, but we got there super late because of sports, but still fun nonetheless. It's always so nice whenever they have these events in our little hometown. And then we went into Saturday, which we had a fun trick or treat event at our little pop-up at our favorite local store. And then we went to our favorite bookstore, which is owned, both places are owned by one of my very, very good friends. So here's a look at what we saw in there. And this particular Saturday was just too beautiful, so we decided to go to a local pumpkin patch and get one more pumpkin so that each of my kids had a pumpkin to carve. And we had a very last minute spaghetti dinner night with one of our dear families, and we carved some pumpkins, and we had some Halloween pasta, some garlic bread, some Caesar salad, some yummy drinks, and yeah, it was super fun, and the kids had a blast. It was so fun, and I'm glad it all came together, even though it was so last minute. And the kids' pumpkins were so cute. Polly made a softball, Nash did a turtle, and Archie did like a Frankenstein. And so, yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. Let me know below what your October traditions are, and love your faces.